Okay, and here it is. Here's the brand new iPhone 16 Pro in its beautiful new titanium gold. I mean, desert sand titanium.
Desert titanium.
Desert titanium. I call it gold because it looks extremely gold and beautiful. I'm so happy that gold is finally back on the iPhone. So as you can see, there's a brand new button called camera control. So if I actually hold on it, it will open up the camera. If I actually do like this light tap, it will open different settings. For example, I can actually change the aperture right here, or I can actually change, let's say I want some zoom. I tap OK, and then I can actually keep zooming in just like that directly without needing to zoom like this and getting all the screen like out of the way. I can do it directly from here. And there's a bunch of more settings. For example, switch up the camera. So I can actually switch up the lenses just like that. I can actually change the styles from vibrant to natural. And it's all, I find it extremely useful because you're actually doing it all in the moment and it feels very natural from you to do it. Now, the overall experience that I'm getting firsthand is that it literally just takes a couple of seconds to getting used to, because it actually knows the difference between you holding up stronger or lighter, doing a tap or a double tap. And there's a lot of features to play around with. And I feel like this is going to be such a useful new feature coming to iPhone users. So I've actually got my hands on the 16 Pro coming at 6.3 inches. Which looks incredible. They've actually narrowed down the bezels, so it's actually the thinnest bezels ever on an iPhone. It's also a larger display. So just with the standard Pro model, if you open up a photo, for example, you actually clearly see that the bezels are way, way smaller, which makes it look incredible in person. The heart of the iPhone 16 Pro is the A18 Pro, which basically lets features like Apple Intelligence all being in device. So you can basically do things like, when is sunset? And it will tell you. And that actually remembers what you're saying, so you can actually be like, how about in Barcelona? And it will update it, so you don't actually have to keep on saying, what's the sunset like in Barcelona? It will actually remember you. And what's also cool about Apple Intelligence is that you can actually double tap and you can actually type to Siri now for more private. And then in terms of the camera, we're getting 48 megapixel main fusion camera with 24 millimeters. The ultra wide, the 13 millimeters, it's now bumped up to 48 millimeters as well. And the 5x5 telephoto camera is bumped up to 12 megapixels, which looks incredible. Now, something that I've always been wanting to come on the iPhone is 4K and 120 frames per second. And as you can see, the iPhone 16 Pro now goes to 30, it goes to 60, and finally coming to the iPhone is 4K at 120 frames per second. Check this out. So if we actually open Apple's Photos app, this video right here is recorded in 4K at 120 frames per second, which looks incredible. The detail and everything, look at that. It's so stabilized. The slow-mo is insane. I mean, it brings so much versatility on what an iPhone can give you now. So now, since the iPhone reaches higher frame rates, if you actually tap on edit, you're actually gonna get this new setting right here, which lets you change the playback speed on the iPhone. So you don't need to go to your Mac to Final Cut in order to, change the speed and make it and turn it into a slow-mo video. Just by tapping in a quick setting, your iPhone will already become a slow-mo. The microphone quality on the 16 Pro has also been improved. There's now 4 microphones, which will bring better and improved studio quality mics directly from the iPhone. Now, me as a content creator, this is massive, because one of the things that I just don't like filming on my iPhone so much is that mic